years ago. It's called SprayNGrow. Easiest way to get your plants moving in the right direction, okay? Because you don't have to worry about going down into the roots. It's not a fertilizer. It is vitamins for your plants. You spray it directly on the plant. It's non-toxic, safe for your fruits and vegetables, safe if you have pets, safe if you have kids, all right? I rinse my fruits and veggies off no matter what. You don't have to, it's non-toxic. Look at the before and after. Look at those poor little scrawny radishes without SprayNGrow. Look at them with SprayNGrow. And remember, we didn't spray the radish, we sprayed the leaves, right? What's above ground is what you spray. And all you do is you take a little bit, because a little bit goes a long way. Spray it on your strawberries. A little bit goes a long way. Fill it into a spray bottle, all right? And I'll show you all our choices. A little warm water to activate it, and you just spray on top of the plant. You do it like every 2 or 3 weeks. That's it. And the results are gonna blow you away. Carrie Mobley is here. Can't have a SprayNGrow without Carrie Mobley.
That's right. Hi.
Professional gardener. This woman, she's the key to she's actually one of the keys to my show success, because she does so many wonderful things for us. You know a lot about it. You do everything in the garden. Let me show everybody the sizes that they have.
Sure.
If you just want to start it out, you got a small property and you want to get it, this is our 16 ounce. We also have it available in the 32 ounce. And by the way, the 32 ounce will make 60, where's my card here? 96 quarts.
Yep.
So you get 96 quarts out of this. We also have it in the half gallon and we have it in the full gallon. I get the half gallon because I use this stuff all the time, and I'm telling you, I would not be the gardener that I am without SprayNGrow.
Right.
Yeah.
It's basically green thumb in a bottle. Yeah. So people say to me all the time, what exactly is SprayNGrow? Well, it's totally unique. It's not a fertilizer. Your plants actually do need a fertilizer. A lot of it, though, they can get from the soil itself. SprayNGrow is vitamins for your plants. Now, Bill Muskoff, who was a gardener but also a chemist, he realized that those 17 naturally occurring micronutrients would guarantee you to get more, bigger, and better. It's totally non-toxic, and it works with foliar feeding. Now, foliar feeding is really special because all plants have something called a stomata on them. They're basically the little pores on the plants. And when you feed through foliar feeding, it's 10 times more effective than feeding through the root. And the reason why is because, like you were saying, Guy, it doesn't have to use gravity, fight gravity to get all those nutrients up into the flowers, up into the fruit. So how does it work? You take 2 teaspoons, right? It's a concentrate. You mix it in a spray bottle, just rinse it out really well, let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then you're just gonna let it spray itself all over the plants, on the leaves, on the fruits, on the vegetables, even sticks, right? Because they all have stomata.
Yeah.
It sweetens, it intensifies the sweetness of your fruits and vegetables. It is incredible, and it is guaranteed to the very bottom of the bottle. Look at that.
This is one of my favorite pictures that we ever show. Can you imagine if there was a for sale sign in front of this house, how many people would be banging on the door to get this? Why? Look at the garden. All this was done using SprayNGrow. Even the hanging plants. Look at how beautiful. Even the grass. Look how green that grass is.
We say anything that's green and grows.
Look at that.
Look, yeah, this is a tennis ball. These are the tomatoes. But just like we were saying about those strawberries, these are not going to be bland, tasteless strawberries. You're gonna grow them yourself. Hydrangeas, peppers. These are 14-inch peppers from Clarkston, Michigan, my very hometown.
This is Bruce. Bruce says, I've been raising hot peppers for 30 years, and these are by far the biggest cayenne peppers I have ever grown. This is the first picking off 12 plants. He said the 2 in the front are over 14 inches. He said, it's the first time I'd ever used SprayNGrow. I am impressed, to say the least. That's a guy that grows them for a living. Look at the size of these gorgeous blooms. This is from Cindy and Donald in Indiana, and they said, this was my 3rd year using SprayNGrow. Thanks for a wonderful product. That, my friends, is basil, right?
Yeah, it's an enormous.
Look at the size of those basil leaves.
Anything that's green and grows, and you're gonna use this, guys, about once every 2 weeks. I love the with and without. So whether you have annuals.
With and without.
Right, annuals, perennials, orchids, a patch of grass that never seems to grow, fruits, vegetables, even cut flowers. It makes your cut flowers last longer. A Christmas tree, if you cut your Christmas tree and you SprayNGrow on it, it's gonna last even longer. The sweetness of the tomatoes. guy. That is a human woman standing next to a rhododendron.
Wow.
You know, we've been on television selling this for 40 years. It started with Bill and then his daughter Melanie, and now they've kind of passed the presenting torch to me, but this is still a family-owned company right here in the United States and Texas, and that is a basil leaf.
I mean, you could make an entire salad. Just put a slice of tomato on there and put it on a little bread and butter, right? I mean, oh my gosh, look at the size of that. Again, all you do is spray it. And you don't need to do it every day. It's about every couple, 3 weeks.
Yep.
That's all that you need to do. You know, maybe after a rain, you want to let the plants dry and get it out there. Here's the same plant before and after a spraying. It just gives you an idea. I love this of the arbor. Look at how that grew, okay? So whether it's climbing vines, look at the size of that freaking cabbage. Are you kidding me? It's
and
big.
it works really quickly too. You know, a lot of people, you know, gardening is competitive, right? I know that because people hire me to make their garden more beautiful than the next. So if you want to have that garden that everybody just stops and looks at, you've got to get SprayNGrow. It's a customer pick. Read through the reviews. It's non-toxic, and the other thing is that's really important, this does not have a shelf life on it. So it's never going to expire. And the concentrate, right? I'm holding, you know, the 32 ounce. This 32 ounce will last you at least a year, if not 2 years. So don't worry about, you know, whether or not you're getting too much. You can use it forever. And if by chance you aren't getting the results that we are promising you,
Blueberries.
you can send it back for a full refund. And you know why we can do that, Guy? Because it works.
Listen,
it really, really does.
It's the first product that I actually bought that wasn't a plant here with SprayNGrow, okay? I had heard so much about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not a great, when I first started, I'm not this great gardener. I'm not like you, you know, I'm not people like you. I just like to grow stuff. It's fun. And I got out there and I was like, you know, I'm gonna try this stuff. And remember the first time I told you what I couldn't grow? It was the herbs. I was having a hard time growing things like
well, you live
basil.
by the salt water
I live by salt water. And I was having a hard time growing those. And I sprayed it, I think it was on cilantro or whatever. And the reason I liked it is because I know it's non-toxic.
Correct.
So I can eat it. I sprayed it on there. The first year, that cilantro plant doubled. In like a month, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is truly the key.
And just the pride you feel, you know?
Well, and you put a lot of love into it. And I know it's like, look at this, like this. If you got kids or grandkids, you love them.
Right.
What is part of raising them? Feeding them, making sure they're taken care of, making sure they have their suntan lotion on.
Correct.
All those things that you do so that they will grow properly. It's the same. By the way, I don't think we have that power sprayer. I wish we did. I don't know why we do not, but I will talk to our buyers about that.
Yeah, we have another sprayer that we're doing this year.
Yeah, because you can just
including it in the big one.
Right, you can just put it in a regular spray bottle.
Right.
But if you get the gallon size, I think you get the sprayer with the gallon one. Or we have it
it's a
available?
separate configuration,
Okay,
exactly,
okay.
and you can check it out online. So, you know, again, really easy to use, once every 2 weeks, quick results. I mean, and again, I just love flipping through these pictures. By the way, we never asked our customers to send in these pictures. Yep. When was the last time you were so impressed with something? So impressed that you took the time to take a picture and send it in. We have thousands of them. And honestly, I send in pictures all the time. I post about it all the time.
Look at
this. This is not a farmer, by the way. This is somebody who just likes growing tomatoes. But farmers have been using foliar feeding for over 50 years because foliar feeding is a more effective way to feed your plant. Now remember, your plants need water, they need fertilizer, but this is the vitamins for your plants. And SprayNGrow, there's nothing like it.
You know what's nice about my gardening community, if I may call them that, my gardening community. Well, a lot of you folks, a lot of you are you know, you're seniors, you're retired, you've got a little bit of time to, you know, your kids are grown, whatever, to spend some time in your garden. And I consider gardens like our kids, right? It's the same thing. Gives me pleasure. I love watching them grow. They're a lot easier to take care of than kids. I will tell you that much. A lot less stressful, but you enjoy it. What you get out of it is so huge. When you put SprayNGrow on, and in a couple, 3 weeks, you're like, look at that difference, and you'll know. So if you want to return it, after a month, if you say, hey, it didn't work for me, we don't, it doesn't bother us because we know it works.
We do. And listen, you can finish the whole thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can take it to the bottom of the bottle and say, listen, I gave it a go. You won't send it back because it works, and that's why it's just awesome.
Let's show everybody one more time.
Yeah, do it.
All right, so all these pictures were sent voluntarily by people We didn't ask for it, by people that use Spray and Grow. All right, this is Henry from Texas. Look at those beautiful plants. And I'll even give you the name. This is Gary and Diane from Michigan. They planted this, and then they use, Spray and Grow. This is Carol from Myrtle Beach. Look at that house. I mean, look at that beautiful, beautiful house. And I'm gonna get a drink of water, but
yeah, I got
we
you.
use this on all the different, like you can use this on grass.
Anything that's green and grows. And so that is what is really awesome about Spray and Grow. If you have a patch of grass that just doesn't grow, I'm telling you what, you put Spray and Grow on it and you're gonna get the results. It is scientifically proven. It is guaranteed to give you more, bigger, and better. Annuals, perennials. I mean, these, by the way, are so big. When they planted them, they were supposed to be baby carrots. They were baby carrots. That's the Spray and Grow difference, and it's guaranteed. Just the gorgeous color. I tell you guys, this is the absolute secret to my gardening success, and you will love it. And I know a lot of you are, and forgive me, right now, a lot of you guys are just seeing that first sign of spring. Do it now. Do it now. You're gonna get results for the whole gardening season.
You wanna see how hard it is? Do you really wanna see how hard it is? Ready?
Well done.
Come on.
Well done.
My director just said that's the most work I've seen you do all day. Because she's a punk.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
I love her. All right. It's so easy, and you know what? You got 30 days to try it out. So again, 16 ounce, 32 ounce. I'd get the 64 if you think you want to really try it, because you're going to use it everywhere. Even on trees and shrubs. Use it on your hibiscus. Use it on your strawberries, roses, all that stuff. You are the best.
You are the best.
Thank you so much, Miss Carrie Mobley. Hey, what you got there? Ooh, I love this knife. Jenna just slipped me a shiv. Look at that, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, hey, we're doing specials on hsn.com, Andrew Lessman month. I just got, you know what I just got? I got the Cholesteracare. I'm like, you know, I get to a certain age, maybe I should be concerned about the cholesterol. Plus, I also take cholesterol medicine. So, try it out. You'll love it. I know, hey, I have high cholesterol, but I also have good